Hi, it's Anne-Marie from Breakthrough Drawing. Uh, Thanks for showing up. And as you can see, I'm experimenting with all different kinds of camera angles. No one's ever accused me of being a technology wizard, that's for sure. And I just feel like I feel more connected to you if you can see me as well. So rather than just seeing my drawing. So hopefully you remember this if you watched my blind contour drawing, superimposed layered blind contour drawing. And I've got my cat Mirabai here and myself here, and she's overlapping me. And then I went ahead and I colored a lot of the shapes that were created, and I added some lines where I felt like they needed to be. I went back and did a little more blind contour drawing of Mirabai's face because I was rushing a little bit when I was doing the demo. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not really cheating because it's my art. I can do whatever I want, really. I mean, obviously we want to, if we're trying to learn blind contour, there's a purpose to it. So I encourage you, to actually do it faithfully because you'll get more out of it. But once the drawing's done, for the purposes of the drawing, success and beauty, you can make a couple little changes. If it becomes too, if you kind of like doctor it too much, then it loses the freshness. It loses like what I love about blind contour drawing is there's a looseness, then there's like a breathing. I mean, I like all the funkiness and the so-called imperfections to these drawings because I think that that's really where our process of looking, our process of drawing, that's how that all is visible, and I think it's that's what makes the drawings unique. That's what makes them beautiful. That's what makes them a record of a spontaneous moment in time, and of your experience. So, because remember, like, we're not trying to make drawings that look like AI made them, okay? So that's another thing, and I'm gonna do a whole nother video about that. But I think that, as AI becomes more and more ubiquitous, it's gonna be more and more valuable. Our own human experience and there are aspects of what we can do that there are things we can do that AI I don't think it's going to be able to reproduce, at least not naturally, at least not authentically, and with the same grace or soulfulness that we will be able to. So I've done a lot. So I'm just going to show you a few little thingies. Okay, so I tried to keep color schemes so that there's like a theme to the pink and purple hair, and then there's this orange and black theme to my kitty cat because she's a tortie, she's a black tortie. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color in this shape. And I think I'm going to use this color. And then I may just outline. I used a fine black marker just to outline some of these shapes in here because I wanted really to unify. I wanted to make Mirabai, my cat, look like one. I want it to be possible to see her as one thing, but I didn't want to make the black too heavy because I thought it would overpower this. Okay, now I gotta find that color, and I'm pretty sure it's this. And by the way, I also wanted to just mention I said in the last video, I did use, so in this drawing I used Posca markers. I use Posca markers for the outlines. Posca markers are really wonderful because they make really, I mean, they're paint pens, so they make very heavy, heavy marks that really have they're totally opaque. They're not transparent at all. Whereas you can see in the markers, you can see the, you know, the coloring marks, the strokes, which sometimes is nice. Like I kind of did that with I created some little swirlies here. But they just create different effects. So there's nothing, every tool has a purpose and a season, okay? So it's really just about like what kind of effect do you want and what are you using it for? So I'm just gonna color in this last shape, which is a big shape. So if you spend more time on the contour line and you have more lines, more overlapping lines and crisscrossing lines, you'll have more shapes to color, which is nice, I think. In this drawing I have a lot, I don't have lots and lots and lots of shapes, although I do have a lot in the hair right here. Technically I do have a border there, so I'll put some different colors. Yeah. No, I meant to do the other one. I meant to do this one. That's okay. These markers blend pretty well, so it's not a big crisis if you overlap. Oh, the other thing I was going to say that's nice about Posca markers is you can pretty much draw on any surface with Posca markers. You can also cover, so like if you make a mistake, I mean, Posca markers, or you just want to change a color, Posca markers are really good at, they will just go right over other markers, like alcohol markers or markers that are, you know, don't have such heavy, we call it heavy bodied. So, you know, Posca markers are heavy bodied because they're paint, okay? And then I'm just kind of gonna blend a little bit of that color in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go, let's look at this like this. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of that green. It's this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, balance it. But really, I wanted to do this drawing and finish it to the end just so that you could see the potential and how, you know, you can just create something pretty fun and just, you know, interesting. It's just visually interesting. Technically this is one shape, but no one has to know. Okay. I'm just gonna blend it. don't really know why I did that, but okay. Got one little doodad there. Why not? I'm just gonna do it green. This part's gonna be pink. Okay. Voila, as they say. I feel like I want to do some black outlining maybe right in here, which I think I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I need my fine point black pen. There's one in here. So I'm just gonna outline around the pink lines here. Because this is kitty cat also. It's hair, but it's also kitty cat. It's both. Didn't make a big difference, but it made a little difference. Okay. Where's that Posca marker? Perfect situation. I should not have done that. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna get too fussy with it. All right. It's done. Whoops. Okay. And so there you have can you guys see this? Superimposed blank contour line with partial peak drawing of me, and my cat.